Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Pitt Panthers have a unique setup, sharing a field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I can tell you, the convergence of Three Rivers is one of the most scenic, beautiful stadiums in college football. Acrisure hosts 68,000 strong. The Pitt Panthers looking to have a great season and make that home field a true advantage again this year. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Push down for the tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Knights will call on their punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Kent. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll get rid of it. And wings it incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Makes the grab. It's Hunt. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. Run in the red zone, it's Turner. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pitt!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires and picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Yates. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Could not make his way to the corner. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Running inside. It's Turner. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep
trying to rumble in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Lowers those pads, and he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Barnett. That's caught. It's Watson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Finds his man. It's Turner. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. They'll run it on the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires quickly. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
There was no question on that 3rd down where the quarterback was going. It was going to be a big play. He had the matchup he wanted. Fantastic route. Great separation. Looks the football in. It's a big explosive play for the offense now, setting him up in the red zone. They're looking to add to their lead.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Panthers!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a heat. On the move and looking. Jukes his way for more. Good, solid tackle. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Pitt pushing the pace. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To throw, it's Barnett. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Escapes the pressure to his right. With the catch, it's Wade. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Panther! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Turns it on at midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
He breaks a tackle. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Got the quick pass. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Steps away to find some room. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. There's some room.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the air on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Pulls and fires complete. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Makes the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Running inside, it's Turner. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Quarterback adapting. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think one of the reasons why play action works so much in the red zone is because defenses oftentimes are expecting you to run the football. It's hard to throw down here, but that time the coverage was ready for it, and it goes incomplete.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Off play action on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying.
Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Pitt! And they take it in for 6 more points.
After that amazing performance in the week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he puts through the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Showing off the arms. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Fires left side, it's Smith. Caught, and he's got room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. This time he wants to throw. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Eagle! Click! Blue, idiot!
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation.